I find that so fascinating because it's so true. Explain that mentality for me, because look, I understand. Look, I'm human like everyone else. I'm the last person I want to blame for my problems. Of course, that's just human nature. But if I'm a Democrat and I go to the polls my whole life and Democrat and Democrat and Democrat and Democrat, and one day I look around me and they've managed to tear up a paradise like California, which, gosh, it is freaking paradise. And it was so bad that I felt I had to move. How could they don't ever look in the mirror? Nobody goes to the mirror and says, man, maybe I've been voting the wrong way. That never happens?
My brother, here's what I've learned from my life doing mindset work, life working on myself, trying to become a better person. Change is hard. And most people don't even want to accept that they need to change. So there's a line from a hippy-dippy guy, Terrence McKenna, who's very, very woo-woo. And he said, culture is your operating system. And I think about that a lot. You want to think about that in terms of mindset, because you think, well, wait a minute, why do I have beliefs that are holding me back? And then you want to unwind and unravel those beliefs that are holding you back. But if you look at it culture-wide, when people move to America, they've been implanted and programmed with the culture. The same thing as people who lived in these Democrat areas. They've been indoctrinated and they have a culture, and that's who they're going to be. They're like robots at that point. We're all in a way, we've been programmed by society or other forces, and we're often not conscious of that. And then the mindset work, the inner work is saying, wait a minute, it doesn't make sense that you talk about this a lot with all this false Christianity. You're just like, it doesn't make sense that somebody who would crucify Jesus is telling me as a Christian how I need to live. This is just moronic. But other people who've been indoctrinated in these fake churches, they don't even understand that. They can't even make that realization because the programming is so strong that they've never unraveled it or examined it. So Democrats don't say, you know what, I voted for all this bad policies. This is a problem, I'm going to leave. I can tell you, brother, this happens with my in-laws. Good people, we have a good relationship. Occasionally, I never talk politics in real life, and occasionally people poke the bear. And when you poke the bear, I just say, you vote for Democrats, but you live in Republican areas. You don't want to go to Los Angeles. You don't want to be around there. Everything you vote for is Republican. No, and then, of course, they have a litany of excuses. They never say, you know what, that's a great point. You're right. Maybe we should be voting Republican. And then, of course, where Republicans go wrong is Republicans have conversations with people who talk like my in-laws, and they go, oh, yeah, I mean, if we just change one thing, Cerno's in-laws are going to vote for Nikki Haley. They will never vote for you. They will never. And I think that's another problem that has infected the right and the conservative. They're never going to vote for us. I like Eric Weinstein a lot. He is never going to vote for you. Do not take political advice from these people. You can break bread with them. You can talk to them. You can try to find areas of mutual interest. The Weinstein brothers, they're never going to vote for a Republican. Joe Rogan is never going to admit that he's going to vote for a Republican. He's never going to. Do not. So we have our people now going, oh, Woody Harrelson said something 3 years after everybody else was. Woo, let's elevate him now. How can... He's not going to vote for you. Who gives a crap? Who cares? So we, even in our own people, right, our own red tribe, these people have that programming too, where they think, oh, we just got to make one more point. We'll do the platinum plan, and then we're going to win this vote. You're not. We've tried it all. You're not going to. You're actually going to win the vote by running on issues that get your voters to turn out. And as obvious as that seems, it's not something that people want to do.
Support the First TV today and get instant access to exclusive specials like Who is Ron DeSantis, the history of FBI scandals, and America's worst presidents. Visit thefirsttv.com/support or download the First TV app to become a supporter and start watching today.